Number 10, 1969 AMC AMX 390. The 1969 AMC AMX 390 was the smallest brawler in the ring, but it fought with a giant's heart. Designed as American Motors' answer to the Mustang and Camaro, the AMX was built with one goal: to prove that AMC could compete on the strip. It shared its platform with the Javelin, but was shorter, lighter, and designed strictly as a two-seater sports coupe, something no other American muscle car dared to do. Under the hood lived a 390 cubic inch V8 pumping out 315 horsepower and 425 lb-ft of torque, mated to either a 4-speed manual or automatic transmission. This combo launched the AMX down the quarter mile in around 14.1 seconds at 99 mph, was a serious number for its size. Aerodynamically, its short wheelbase and compact body gave it excellent traction, while the twin racing stripes down the hood and deck lid made sure it looked fast, standing still. Inside, the AMX had bucket seats, full gauges, and a minimalist cockpit focused on performance. With a curb weight of just about 3,100 pounds, it was one of the lightest muscle cars of 1969. AMC produced only around 8,000 AMX that year, making it both rare and desirable today. Collectors love its bold spirit. The AMX proved that even the smallest player in Detroit could build a giant killer. Number 9, 1969 Oldsmobile 442W30. The 1969 Oldsmobile 442W30 was elegance with attitude, a muscle car that could shred the quarter mile while keeping its tie straight. It evolved from the Cutlass line but stood on its own as Oldsmobile's performance flagship. Built for the driver who wanted comfort and power, it was purposefully engineered to combine refinement and ferocity. Power came from a 400 cubic inch rocket, V8 rated at 370 horsepower and 445 lb-ft of torque, paired with either a Muncie 4-speed manual or a Turbo 400 automatic. With its ram air setup and aggressive gearing, the W30 could blast through the quarter mile in 13.9 seconds at 103. The aerodynamic front fascia, functional hood scoops, and red inner fenders gave it both style and substance. Inside, it was luxurious. Wood grain trim, sporty bucket seats, and power accessories added comfort without dulling performance. At roughly 3,700 pounds, the 442 balanced weight and control beautifully. Only about 1,400 W30s were produced in 1969, making it a gem among Olds fans. Today, the W30 stands as a symbol of Oldsmobile's golden era, a car that proved muscle could wear a tuxedo and still win at the drag strip. Number 8, 1969 Mercury Cougar Eliminator 428 Cobra Jet. The 1969 Mercury Cougar Eliminator 428 Cobra Jet brought refinement and rage together like no other. Built on the Mustang platform, it offered a longer wheelbase and a more upscale look, aimed at buyers who wanted Mustang muscle with Lincoln luxury. Its purpose was simple: to give Mercury a serious performance car that could dominate both the street and the strip. Power came from the legendary 428 Cobra Jet V8, officially rated at 335 horsepower, but easily pushing closer to 400. Mated to a 4-speed manual or optional automatic, it tore down the quarter mile in 13.8 seconds at 104 mph. The Eliminator's body was sharp and aerodynamic, featuring bold graphics, a front chin spoiler, hood scoop, and rear wing, all functional pieces that enhanced high-speed stability. Inside, you'd find a plush cabin with high-back seats, full instrumentation, and luxury touches far beyond its Mustang cousin. Tipping the scales at about 3,150 pounds, the Cougar balanced comfort and aggression perfectly. Only two 250 Eliminators were ever built, and far fewer carried the Cobra Jet option, making them prized among collectors. The Cougar Eliminator earned its place as the muscle car with manners, smooth, fast, and unforgettably stylish. Number 7, 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 428 Cobra Jet. The 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 428 Cobra Jet was America's performance poster child. The car every kid dreamed about and every racer feared. Introduced to bring the Mustang back to the top of the performance charts, the Mach 1 was more than a trim. It was a declaration of dominance. Built on the Ford sports roof fastback platform, it featured upgraded suspension, handling, and aerodynamics straight from the factory. Beneath the hood, the 428 Cobra Jet V8 delivered a conservative 335 horsepower, but real dyno figures showed well over 400. Combined with a 4-speed top loader and 3.91 rear gears, it scorched the quarter mile in 13.7 seconds at 105 mph. The shaker hood scoop wasn't just for looks, it was fully functional, feeding the beast fresh air. Inside, the Mach 1 featured comfort weave seats, wood grain panels, and extra sound deadening, creating the perfect blend of comfort and aggression. Weighing around 3,600 pounds, it maintained excellent balance and road manners. Ford built more than 72,000 Mach 1s that year, but the 428 models remain the crown jewel. The Mach 1 wasn't just a car, it was a cultural movement on wheels. Number 6. 1969 Pontiac GTO The Judge Ram Air 4. The 1969 Pontiac GTO The Judge Ram Air 4 was pure rebellion in bright orange paint. Pontiac designed the Judge as an answer to the stripped-down Plymouth Road Runner, but it evolved into something far more powerful. Riding on GM's A-body platform, it was built for both show and go, a street racer with a sense of humor. Under the hood, the Ram Air 4, 400 cubic inch V8, made 370 horsepower and loved to rev, thanks to high-flow heads, an aggressive camshaft, and a high-rise aluminum intake. Paired with a close ratio 4-speed and 4.33 gears, it blasted through the quarter mile in 13.6 seconds at 104 mph. The aerodynamic, Endura front bumper, rear spoiler, and bold graphics gave the Judge a wild, unforgettable look. Inside, the cabin featured bucket seats, a Hurst shifter, and the perfect blend of sport and swagger. Weighing in around 3,700 pounds, it felt solid yet nimble. Pontiac produced roughly 6,800 Judges in '69, but only a few hundred carried the Ram Air 4, making them ultra-rare today. Collectors revere the Judge as the car that mixed muscle with mischief, a high-performance icon that laughed all the way down the strip. Number 5, 1969, Dodge Charger RT 426 HEMI. The 1969 Dodge Charger RT 426 HEMI was the heavyweight champion of the muscle car era, a legend forged in steel, smoke, and sound. Built on Chrysler's B-body platform, it combined sleek fastback styling with brutal HEMI power. The 426 cubic inch HEMI V8 delivered 425 horsepower and a staggering 490 lb-ft of torque, backed by either a 4-speed manual or a Torque-a-Flight automatic. Even at 4,200 pounds, this beast charged through the quarter mile in 13.5 seconds at 107. Its aerodynamic, flying buttress roofline, hidden headlights, and bold grille gave it presence like no other. The interior offered a full gauge cluster, wood trim accents, and bucket seats, pure power wrapped in luxury. Only about 400 HEMI Chargers were built in 1969, making them rare and highly collectible today. Its combination of size, strength, and swagger turned it into an American pop culture icon, from the drag strip to Hollywood. The Charger RT 426 HEMI wasn't just a car, it was muscle in its purest, loudest form. Number 4, 1969, Chevrolet Chevelle COPO 427. The 1969 Chevrolet Chevelle COPO. 427 was Chevrolet, a stealth weapon, a car that looked ordinary but hid a race engine under the hood. Built on the A-body platform, it was part of Chevy's secret COPO, Central Office Production Order, program that let dealers install non-standard engines. Under its hood lay the 427 cubic inch L, 72 V8 producing 425 horsepower and 460 lb-ft of torque, paired with a Muncie 4-speed and heavy-duty rear end. At about 3,700 pounds, the COPO Chevelle could run the quarter mile in 13.3 seconds at 108 imp. Its clean, badgeless exterior gave it a sleeper look. No stripes, no flash, just fury. The interior was plain and purposeful, focused solely on driving. Only around 350 COPO Chevelle were built, making them ultra-rare collector pieces today. With limited production, race-ready performance, and understated looks, this Chevelle became the ultimate sleeper muscle car. Quiet on the streets, terrifying on the strip. Number 3. 1969 Plymouth Road Runner 426 HEMI. The 1969 Plymouth Road Runner 426 HEMI was built for one thing: brutal, unfiltered speed. Plymouth designed it for working class racers who wanted maximum power without fancy extras. Sharing the B-body platform with the GTX and Charger, the Road Runner stripped away luxuries to save weight and cost. The legendary 426 HEMI V8 delivered 425 horsepower and 490 lb-ft of torque, paired with a 4-speed manual and 4.10 gears. That setup sent it down the quarter mile in just 13.2 seconds at 108 mph. Its aerodynamic simplicity, flat hood, minimal trim, and signature beep-beep horn made it unmistakable. Inside, it was bare bones. Vinyl seats, simple gauges, and zero distractions. Weighing around 3,700 pounds, it was balanced, fast, and brutally effective. Only 615 HEMI Road Runners were made, making them both rare and legendary today. The Road Runner earned its name honestly. Simple, loud, and unstoppable, it became a true symbol of no-nonsense American performance. Number 2. 1969 Dodge Dart GTS 440. The 1969 Dodge Dart GTS 440 was Mopar, madness in its purest form. Dodge engineers decided to cram the massive 440 cubic inch Magnum V8 into the Dart's small, body frame. A move that should have been impossible, yet they did it. Producing 375 horsepower and 480 lb-ft of torque, this lightweight terror ripped the quarter mile in 12.9 seconds at over 110. Weighing only 300 pounds. The power-to-weight ratio was unreal. Its simple aerodynamic body with minimal chrome made it look almost harmless. But the performance said otherwise. Inside, it was all business. Basic vinyl. No unnecessary options, just a steering wheel and a mission. Fewer than 50 Dart GTS 440s were ever built, making them one of Mopar's rarest creations. Today, collectors view them as legends of excess. Small car, big engine, zero mercy. The Dart GTS 440 wasn't designed for comfort. It was designed to humiliate anything that dared pull up next to it.
COPO code
Number 1, 1969 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. The 1969 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 was the undisputed king of the muscle car world, a masterpiece born from Chevrolet's COPO 9560 racing program. Built on the F-body platform shared with the Firebird, it was intended purely for NHRA drag racing. Its heart was the all-aluminum 427 cubic inch ZL1 engine, an engineering marvel producing a real world. 550 horsepower, while weighing 100 pounds. less than the standard iron big block. Combined with a Muncie 4-speed and 4.10 gears, the ZL1 rocketed down the quarter mile in an earth-shattering 11.6 seconds at over 120 mph. Externally, it looked almost stock. Cowl induction hood, SS badges, and no wild stripes. The ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing. Inside, it was stripped for speed. Bucket seats, tachometer, and little else. With a curb weight of just 3,300 pounds and only 69 units ever built, it became one of the rarest and most valuable Camaros ever made. Today, the ZL1 is worth millions and is worshipped as the ultimate expression of 1960s American engineering. A car that didn't just dominate the quarter mile, it destroyed it. These weren't just cars, they were declarations of American power, pride, and engineering brilliance. Each one told a story of risk, rebellion, and raw speed. From the humble AMX to the godlike Camaro ZL1, 1969, will always stand as the year when muscle ruled the road and legends were born. Which of these titans would you take to the strip? Drop your pick in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more legendary muscle car stories.